It's a dangerous game. But my perspective on it, just based on my personal experience, anecdotal, when I'm viewing it is that it's all set to maintain a certain level of programming. They know that if there's an impossibility of a classroom of 30 students, all of them are going to be at the exact same level. I mean, I guess the odds of them all being at the exact same level is pretty low, right? So that the system is designed to filter out the weaker links and prepare them for menial work, get them out in the world. You're going to have a bunch of cashiers come out of that. You're going to have a bunch of guys who maybe go to trade school or something like that. A lot of women who go get their child care development degrees and stuff like that. So they work at nurseries and stuff. This is like the standard. So you get the 1% of all of those will go on and become entrepreneurs and actually start forging their path through life, where it has nothing to do with the education, but more about their tenacity. And the rest of them, the ones who remain, are the ones who we see turn into doctors and get jobs in these STEM fields and do these things that are kind of a little bit more, I guess, useful to the overall society. And I'm thinking what's really changing all of that, though, is because now we live in a social media era. Kids are not looking at a long game. They're looking at the quickest path to money, not necessarily long-term success, but money. So you got a lot of these kids want to be streamers. They want to be influencers, rappers and stuff like that. They're not.
Can I speak to that? Can I say something about that? Because I think there's something, you hit a point again that I think is extremely prudent that we need to make sure we don't miss.
All right.
I'm going to describe something to you, and at the end, I want you guys to tell me what it sounds like. All right, you ready? You start on Monday. You start on Monday and you end at Friday. At 12 o'clock, you get lunch. All right, and at the end of it, you get a gold star, you get an E, you get an A, right? You get a grade. That's primary.
You get a check.
That's middle
school. Like getting a check.
Yeah. You get to high school, you start on Mondays, you end at Fridays. Lunch is at 12. At the end of high school, you're focused on a GPA, right? GPA is the scale that lets you know where you stand versus everybody else. Boom, you end up in college. In college, you go through the same deal, right? Monday through Friday, a little more flexibility there. You don't necessarily have a lunch hour, but you fit lunch in. But at college, you want to do what? You want to get a degree. That tells you from the age of 5, we are being programmed to work for money because your degree is associated with getting a good job so you can make money. And so what you're alluding to is, and by the way, this is why I walked away from education. I walked away from education because, like you said, I went behind the veil and I saw a lot of what was happening. And I saw the results. I pushed kids to college like I was the number one. You got to go to college. And I feel bad now because a lot of those kids went to college, never finished, got student aid. These financial aid. These kids, imagine they went and got financial aid, didn't finish college, yet student loans. Yeah. That's a cold business, right? And so I said, God dang, I got to stop doing this. So I said, what if I stop? Working in a world where we teach people to work for money, let me transition and teach people how to make money work for them. So the last 5 years, I've started businesses and I coach individuals and my whole space now is like, okay, if I could teach kids Pythagorean theorem, if I could teach kids the distance formula, if I could teach kids the quadratic equation, I should be able to start teaching community how to protect, save, and grow their money and use it as an asset and a tool versus an end point. And so, that is where I have been the last 5 years. And it's crazy to hear you say that because I didn't even know how to conceptualize what I was feeling, but I was like, this don't make sense. All I'm doing is perpetuating a system that I know is broken. Like, why am I continuing to push college? Which college is dope if you're STEM. And if you want to create associations, right? If you want relationships with people who are going to potentially be friends and contacts.
Business partners.
Yeah. That's dope. But college, the first 2 years is a waste. You spending money to do the same stuff you already did in high school. The general education stuff is a money scam. So neither here nor there. Let me get off my soapbox. To hear you say that, it validates, right? We're programmed. The program is designed to teach you to go work for somebody else, so their dreams can come true while you break your back.